Good morning. I'm Dr. Rodríguez, your superintendent, and I am reading today a really special book. It's called All My Stripes, and I'm reading this for Autism Awareness Month, which is coming up in April. And I hope when I read this that you find that any anchors any uniqueness about you. Anything that is different is actually something that's special about you and something that we value and we actually appreciate. And so I'm going to read about Zane, the zebra, and it's called All My Stripes, a story for children with autism. Zane ran home as fast as he could. "Nobody gets me, Mama." Mama hugged Zane. He began to tell her about his bad day. This morning in art class, the teacher started a hoof painting project. I didn't want to get paint on my hoofs, so the teacher gave me permission to use a paintbrush. All the other zebras noticed and were making fun of me because they didn't understand why I didn't want to use my hoofs. Mama said, "I bet that made you feel different from the rest of the group." Zane replied, "It did, but paint is just too weird to touch." During math class, the fire alarm blared loudly. While the children in the class were getting in line quietly, I hid under the desk, screaming and covering my ears. The class left without me, and I was scared until the firefighters found me. When the class came back from lunch, everyone was putting their lunch boxes in their cubbies. Some classmates were talking about a video game I play all the time, but I didn't know how to start talking to them. I started talking to them about all the things I knew about the game, but since I was staring at the floor, nobody knew I was talking to them. When the other kids walked away, I started talking louder. I really wanted them to hear me, but everybody was getting ready for science class. We sat down for science and we were learning about the planets. Our teacher gave us each a planet to draw, but I wanted to create my own. When it came time to present, I felt different from the rest of the class again. My teacher loved my planet and said, "Whatever floats your boat." I spent the rest of the afternoon looking for a boat in the classroom. I don't think there's a boat. Zane was crying. "How come all everyone sees is my autism stripe?" Mama carried Zane over to the mirror. "When I look at you, I see many different stripes. If one of them were missing, you just wouldn't be the same. I see your pilot stripe. When you get lost in the city, you always remember your way home. Your caring stripe makes you act kindly towards others. When your classmates think it's funny to bully other kids, you come to the rescue. Your honesty stripe lets me always trust your word. When other parents have to worry that their kids aren't telling the truth, I know you always are." My favorite stripe is your curiosity stripe. When all the other kids are falling asleep in class, you always want to know more. I love when you come home and tell me everything you learned. Sometimes you ask me questions I don't know, even know the answers to. Mama pointed out the rest of Zane's amazing stripes. The more stripes she explained, the better Zane began to feel about himself. By the time she was finished, Zane loved himself again. Zane ran outside feeling the warmth of the sun. Finally, he felt proud of all of his stripes. He said, "There's more to me than just my autism stripe. It's just part of me. The other parts make the whole me. I love each stripe because without them, I wouldn't be me." I hope that you love the story and that you see that each part of you is important, and each part of you, your parents love, your friends love, and we love. So have a great rest of the day.